in the conversation we were having with one of these advisors out of Texas, it came up. I'm not going to mention any companies, but it came up that the company he was with that was being acquired had like 75 choices for a specific product. Right? It was an equity index annuity type of product, which we don't really have any in New York, or very good ones, but we have a few. So, but in other states, they have hundreds of these things, right? These are very popular in certain places, right? So, he was saying, well, I have 75 here, and I'm going to this other company, or they're buying us out, and they only have 45 choices. And I don't understand that because they're 10 times the size of the company I'm with. And I'm like, well, you start to think about it. I'm like, well, it's probably because, these other companies are paying for what we quote unquote shelf space, right? To be approved product on their platform. They have to bend the knee and write the marketing check to the company. But that's not real independence now, is it? Right. And I thought to myself, well, if you're marketing yourself as an independent person and this firm is allegedly an independent firm, it's, there's, I guess, varying levels of independence. At our firm, we only have one rule, and that is the insurance company has to be investment grade or better. That's it. Mm-hmm. So it's not junk. That's reasonable. That's protecting customers to make sure that we're not putting them in an insurance product.
That's right.
That might not be the credit quality worthy for and have a higher level of risk, right? That's a reasonable restriction. But to say we're only going to allow these 40 means that there's some level of a conflict of interest because there's some payment in a marketing way that is buying that shelf life. And so I guess my point is you really need to really understand who you're working with and if they're really independent, because everybody out there saying, we're independent. If you're with an independent, quote unquote, air quotes firm that is restricting your product access because the companies won't pay to be on their platform, that's really not true independence. That is somebody that is being forced to funnel down to a certain set of products that's going to benefit the company, and which also may benefit the customer, but it might not. Mm-hmm. And one of the products that he mentioned, I won't mention the name of the product either, but I just know is one of the most popular in the industry. And the reason it's one of the most popular is because it has some of the best features. And that's not offered at this new company. So again, just be careful of who you're working with. Make sure they're really, truly an independent firm and they have access to everything in the toolbox, not just certain things that the company or corporate allows.